Sadashivasamarambam Jnana-sambandha-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, visitors, viewers, and yet to be devotees sitting with us around the world at this moment in 559 places through Nithyananda TV, 40 places two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha in 554 cities, 559 places through Nithyananda TV and 40 places two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha in 254 cities in 32 countries around the world as per the statistics. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Nithyananda Nagar, Thiruvannamalai, Malaysia Palani, Phoenix Kanchipuram, Oklahoma Somanatham, Los Angeles Arunachalam, Nithyananda Nagaram Hyderabad, New York Varanasi, Seattle Chidambaram, Washington DC Sripuram, San Jose Madurai, Ohio Prayag, Sharjah, Toronto Kailasam, Guadalupe Rameshwaram, Kastav Croatia, Dubai Tirukkovilur, Bridgetown Barbados, Hong Kong Sirgari, Mattakkalappu Ilangai, Hyderabad Sri, Kathmandu Nepal, and Delta Canada, East London UK, Chicago Srirangam, London Kasi, Oman Sivagangai, Vancouver Puri, St. Louis Tirumala, Atlanta Ujjaini, Paris Kalighat, Charlotte Srisailam, Bangalore North, Houston Kalahasti, San Diego Tirualavai, Port Washington New York, Singapore Singapuram, Wellington New Zealand, New Jersey Omkareshwar, Dakota Dunes, Houston Kalahasti, Bangalore North, Australia Melbourne. आज शिवरात्रि महोत्सव, today, Shivaratri, the day, timelessness, formlessness, namelessness, assumed, appeared into the space of time, name and form as Arunachalaeshwara for conflict resolution and giving enlightenment to Brahma and Vishnu. So the appearance itself happened for conflict resolution. There was conflict between Brahma and Vishnu. Conflict happens only when there is a ego the both side responsible for the conflict. Even if one side does not have ego, conflict will not happen. For the conflict, two ego is required, which is not ready to resolve, which is not ready to take the responsibility, which is not ready to be authentic or responsibility for others in authenticity. For a conflict to happen, the lack of integrity, lack of authenticity, and lack of responsibility to take responsibility for others' irresponsibility, and selfishness, lack of the tattva of enriching. Only when there is lack of all the four, conflict is possible between Brahma and Vishnu. Conflict happened. Who is great? So in that conflict, both of them were exposing others' inauthenticity to them, but they are not ready to realize their inauthenticity or take responsibility for others' inauthenticity. In a way, it is a fight between father and son, generation gap. Son is trying to teach a lesson to father. You may be elderly, but I know much more about computer than you know. I am techie savvy. I can use the gadgets much better than you know. The conflict started between Brahma and Vishnu. Anybody in the space and time and name and form, if they forget to take the responsibility for others' irresponsibility, there will be conflict. Listen. People who don't feel responsible even for their action are living in poverty. When I say poverty, not physical wealth alone, the low-level existence, the existence of animal level, people who take responsibility for their actions are human beings. People who take responsibility even for others' irresponsibility, others' actions, are leaders. Even though your actions or you are not responsible, taking responsibility to others' inauthenticity and others' irresponsibility makes you leader, makes you divine. Here, unfortunately, neither Vishnu nor Brahma is ready to realize their inauthenticity and take responsibility for others' inauthenticity. Realize one truth. The moment you have conflict, you lost the space of ultimate in you. In the space of ultimate, there is no conflict. If there is a conflict, the space of ultimate is lost. So the Brahman and Vishnu both lost the space of ultimate in them. Now the universe is at stake. One guy who is responsible for everything, who has to come and rescue everybody, and who has to take the responsibility of everybody's irresponsibility and inauthenticity, enters into the time of space and time, name as Arunachalaeshwara. As a Jyoti Stambha, Mahadeva appears to teach the truth. Anybody who is bound by the space, time, name and form has to take responsibility for their existence. कोई भी जो जगह, समय, नाम और आकार में बांधे रहते हैं, उन्हें अपने अस्तित्व का जिम्मेदारी उठाना पड़ेगा. ध्यान से सुनिए. कोई भी जो जगह, समय, नाम और आकार में बांधे रखते हैं, उन्हें अपने अस्तित्व का जिम्मेदारी उठाना पड़ेगा. Anybody who is bound by space, time, name and form has to take responsibility for their existence. Mahadeva appears to do the conflict resolution, remind Vishnu and Brahma to take responsibility for their way of existing. Srishti and Sthiti thinks they are ultimate till destruction enters their life. Only when the destruction enters their life, they realize they are not ultimate. That is why Mahadeva has to happen in the form of Rudra. Realize all Rudra happening in your life is reminding you your inauthenticity. All form of Rudra happening to you in your life is reminding you to take up the responsibility for your inauthenticity and irresponsibility. कोई भी जो जगह, समय, नाम और आकार में बंधे रखते हैं, उन्हें अपने अस्तित्व का जिम्मेदारी उठाना पड़ेगा. You have to take the responsibility when you are bound by the space, time and name and form. Mahadeva appears to Brahma and Vishnu to expose their inauthenticity to themselves. Make them responsible for their inauthenticity and others' inauthenticity also. Today is the day Mahadeva appeared to resolve the conflict between Brahma and Vishnu, remind their inauthenticity to them, and ultimately enrich them with enlightenment. Mahashivaratri is the day we celebrate timelessness entering into time. I can say in a way, today the Hindu calendar starts. The time, calculation of time starts from today. So naturally, Shivaratri is the oldest celebration because time starts today. Calendar starts today. Calculation of time starts today. Mahadeva has to again and again appear in your life to remind you to take the inauthenticity, remind you that you are in the state of inauthenticity and making you to take the responsibility. महादेव रुद्र बनकर आपके जीवन में प्रकट होते हैं जब आप अश्रद्धा में रहकर जिम्मेदारी नहीं उठाते हैं. Whenever you look at any destruction as a reminder of your inauthenticity and irresponsibility, it is no more a destruction in your life. You learnt how to make anything negative into positive to strengthen your life. If you are able to make anything negative into positive, the moment it enters in your life, you are Shiva, causeless auspiciousness. I am grateful and congratulate my Sangha for being and becoming continuously Shiva. It is so beautiful. They are fulfilling my vision of 100 sannyasis today. So refreshing, feeling so alive, so joyful. Feels like just born today to live forever. There are some things which has birth and death, your body. There are some things which has no birth but death, illusion and delusion, maya. It has no birth, it has no beginning, but it has death, it has end. There are some things which has only beginning, no end. That is Sangha of the Master. It has only birth, no death. Ganga has only birth, no death. It is born, it never dies. It becomes ocean, but never dies. In the olden maps, even the Bay of Bengal is called as Ganga Sagar, and Arabian Sea was called Sindhu Sagar. So understand, it may become ocean, but it is alive. There is no death. Arabian Sea was called as Sindhu Sagar, where Bay of Bengal is called as Ganga Sagar. So listen, any destruction comes in front of our face, we will know Rudra is coming to remind us to take more responsibility and become more authentic. We are doing it. So in this way, we will convert everything into the space of positivity and possibility. Listen. Intense integrity brings you the space of positivity, because if you are integrated constantly, you will be looking at the words you utter to you and to others. You will weed out all the negative prophecies, negative commitments you are giving to you and to others. This will leave you with the prasada of positively positive space, real positive space, and authenticity gives you the prasada of space of possibility. Just a space of possibility. When Rudra comes, face him with integrity and authenticity, he becomes Shiva. Rudra becomes Shiva, causeless auspiciousness. He becomes the space of rejuvenation, not just destruction. When he becomes the space of rejuvenation, he is no more destruction. The word does not suit him. The space of positivity, space of possibility, makes Shiva happen in you. Shiva happen in you. Shiva happen in you. Whenever you see any destruction happening in your life, with the view that it is happening only to expand you, you are in the state of Shiva, Rudra. Rudra becomes Shiva. ध्यान से सुनिए, कृपया ध्यान से सुनिए. जब भी आपने जीवन में होने वाली कोई भी विनाश को इस दृष्टिकोण से देखते हैं कि वह केवल आपको विस्तारित करने हेतु ही हुई है, तब आप शिवरुद्र के स्थिति में रहते हैं। Realizing the space of Shiva, Brahma should have been established in integrity because the world. Vishnu should have been established in authenticity, sarvavyapi. When Brahma fell from integrity, Vishnu fell from authenticity, the conflict happened. Then responsibility has to appear, taking responsibility for lack of integrity and inauthenticity, and remind them, put them back in the space of integrity and authenticity. This action is enriching. Mahadeva, embodiment of responsibility, appears to enrich Vishnu and Brahma, remind them about their inauthenticity and lack of integrity. Fortunately, Brahma and Vishnu completed and restored their integrity and authenticity. That is the reason still universe is functioning, available to all of us. I tell you, whenever there is a lack of integrity and inauthenticity among the human beings, Mahadeva, due to his ultimate responsible feeling, appears into the space of time, form and name to remind people, bring them back to integrity and authenticity. Today is the day we celebrate Mahadeva's happenings. All happenings, not just one, all happenings. It is so beautiful to see Sangha restoring their integrity and authenticity and taking up responsibility and enriching themselves and the world. I can feel, I know what joy Mahadeva would have felt when Brahma and Vishnu restored their integrity and authenticity. I can feel the same joy when Rudra comes in your life in the form of destruction. Face him with integrity and authenticity. He is not your enemy. He is your own being, reminding you to get centered to authenticity and responsibility. He is Shiva, your very life, who loves you because he is you. He is causeless auspiciousness. जब भी रुद्र आपके जीवन में विनाश के रूप में प्रकट होता है, तब उनका सामना संपूर्ण एवं श्रद्धा से कीजिए. तब आप शिवाय अकारण मंगलत्व की स्थिति को अनुभव कर सकते हैं. ध्यान से सुनिए. जब भी रुद्र आपके जीवन में विकास के रूप में प्रकट विनाश के रूप में प्रकट होता है, जब उनका सामना संपूर्ण एवं श्रद्धा से कीजिए, तब आप शिवाय अकारण मंगलत्व की स्थिति को अनुभव कर सकते हैं. Listen. This Magaratadanga is to remind you to listen. This is a traditional jewelry owned by Mahadeva and Meenakshi. It's called Magara Kundala. Magara is the vehicle of Ganga. It is a form of crocodile. Crocodile family, but not crocodile. Another one form of crocodile is Mahara. Ganga is called Maharavagini because in Ganga Mahara lives, which goes on purifying Ganga. So listening purifies your Jnana Ganga. Listening purifies your inner Ganga. That is why the Maharavagini, the Mahara is used as the Kundala in the ears. Listen. Today is the day for everyone to restore their integrity, authenticity, take responsibility, and enrich yourself and others. Because Mahadeva did all the four today. He appeared for conflict resolution and he decided to enrich, gave enlightenment. Let us celebrate Mahadeva's happening into the space of time, name and form by restoring ourselves in integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. From today morning, extraordinary strength and the power and authenticity I am feeling. I know something extraordinary is going to happen from today. Today is the day for you to re-establish integrity, authenticity, take responsibility and enrich yourself and others. आज का दिन आपको संपूर्ति, श्रद्धा, जिम्मेदारी में पुनः स्थापित कीजिए और अपने आपको एवं अन्य लोगों का लाभान्वित कीजिए. ध्यान से सुनिए. आज का दिन आप अपने आप को संपूर्ति, श्रद्धा, जिम्मेदारी में पुनः स्थापित कीजिए और अपने आप को एवं अन्य लोगों को लाभान्वित कीजिए. Today is the great possibility opening. The door is opening for all of us to restore our integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. This is the message of Mahadevas happening today as Mahakala, who is beyond time. I can see that happening. 100 people, sannyas. Sangha is taking up, restoring with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. It is like a huge door opening, like what Jnanasambandar did on his marriage day. He opened the whole door of Kailasa. Whoever wants, he took the responsibility for all their inauthenticity also and took them along with him to the space of enlightenment. Today, I am opening that door for all of you. So today, whoever declares, I give you the freedom to declare, and I take the responsibility for your declaration. I take the responsibility to make you responsible and authentic, integrated to your declaration. I take responsibility even if your declaration is inauthentic. And I take responsibility to make it authentic, make it responsible, make it integrated, make it enriching. Morning we will start the sannyas initiation ceremonies with the Shraddha, Pinda Shraddha, and Atma Shraddha. and evening Viraja Homa. Morning, there will be Shraddha, Swashraddha, Atma Shraddha, Pinda Shraddha ceremonies in the Vaidya Sarovar. After the Satsang, 45 minutes break. In 45 minutes, the ceremony will start. And then everyone will take the Mahasnan in Vaidya Sarovar, who are getting initiated into Krama Brahmacharya, Naishtika Brahmacharya and Sannyasa. Then all of them will come out and declare. Of course, rishis also will be taking bath and declaring their rishihood. After the declaration, they will receive the cloth, because after today evening initiation, Viraja Homa, evening Viraja Homa will happen. After the Viraja Homa, each one of them will be given the title as per their declaration. Krama Brahmacharis will have just the title Brahmachari. Naishtika Brahmacharis will have the title Brahmachari and Chaitanya in the end. Swamis will have the title Sri and Swami in the end. Sri in the beginning and Swami in the end. Swaminis will have Ma in the beginning and Swamini in the end. And Pitathishwars will have the title, if they are male, the Pitathishwaris will have the title, if they are female, Pitathishwari, and Pravarajika, and the end Swamini and Prana. So each one will have their clear title, and by day after tomorrow, Ramakrishna's birthday, the consolidated Nithyananda order will be declared to the world. These four sampradaya, Krama Brahmacharis, Naishtika Brahmacharis, Sannyasis, Rishis, these four of them will consist Nithyananda order, and any committed devotee, volunteer, organizer, whoever has declared their commitment to volunteer or being an organizer or being part of the Sangha in any form, coordinator, acharya, yogacharya, head of the temple, head of the ashram, head of the monastery, whoever has declared their commitment clearly, they will all form Nithyananda Sampradaya. So on Ramakrishna's birthday, we will be declaring to the world officially Nithyananda order and Nithyananda Sampradaya. The order will form the core group and Sampradaya will form the Sangha. This will be my spiritual army and arm. To take the responsibility for the world. To take the responsibility for the world. You would have heard the Viraja Homa mantras. I'll read out the meaning of the mantras so that you know what commitment you are giving. To yourself and to the Master and Dhamma and Sangha. And I also request anybody who is interested in declaring for sannyas, who is going to declare for sannyas, to make the decision end of the mantra, and I'll be asking, raise your hand now itself after listening to the mantras. Tilanjuhomi sarasagam sapishtan gantara mama chittera mantu swaha. Mantra means, oh, the smell of the presence, Ananda Gandha. I offer the sesame seeds which represent the strength of integrity, along with the nectar called feeling connection, along with integrated inner space. Let the strengths of integrity dwell delightfully in my inner space. Let there be blessings. Hail, I offer the oblation. The second mantra. Gavo hiranyandanamannabanagum sarveshagum sriyai swaha. Translation. I offer to the cosmic auspiciousness, the earth, cows, gold, wealth, food, and beverages that originally belonged to the cosmos. Let there be blessings. Means, with this offering, you surrender everything, personal wealth, I and mine. Sriyancha Lakshmincha Pushtincha Kirtinchan Ranyatam Brahmanyam Bahuputratam Shraddhamede Praja Sandatatu Swaha. It means, kindly bless me with power, prosperity, wealth, completion, glory, the ability to enrich, the state of being, the chosen inheritor of the cosmos, authenticity, intelligence and people. Let there be blessings. Hail, I offer the oblation. In this you declare to the cosmos, I am the chosen inheritor of the cosmos. So everything is in my disposal. You offer all the things you possess and declare everything is in your disposal. Sannyas means renouncing the possession, keeping everything in your disposal. Understand, sannyas means renouncing the possessions and keeping everything in your disposal. You don't possess anything. You don't own anything, but everything is in your disposal. The strength, energy, the power you radiate, everything is in your disposal. Stila Krishna, Stila Sveta, Stila Saumya Vasanuka, Tila Punandu me papam, Yatkinjit turidam mayi swaha. May the sesame seeds, which represent the strength of integrity, which are black, white, and fit to be offered in sacrifice, the strength of integrity that follows one's will and commitment, complete whatever karmas, sins, negativity, and incompletion that is in me. Let there be blessings. Understand? This offering is to represent the strength of integrity, which are black, white, and fit to be offered in sacrifice, the strength of integrity that follows one's will and commitment, complete whatever karmas, sins, negativity and incompletion that is in me. Let there be blessings. Please listen. Even if there are some incompletions and inauthenticities, you declare out of your authenticity of Brahmanyam Bahuputradam. Listen, even one single moment, 1% of your inner space feels you are the chosen inheritor of the cosmos. Even if you have one reason to feel you are the chosen inheritor of the cosmos, holding that you can declare even your incompletion to become completion, your inauthenticity to become authenticity. How many of you cognize this? Here the Rishi is declaring, with the strength of my, even if it is one ray of authenticity or integrity, with that strength I am declaring even my inauthenticities be burnt, even my lack of integrities be burnt. Even if it is a small fire, it will burn the whole. There is a huge cotton go down and the whole world. The cotton go down is like inauthenticity and lack of integrity. The world is irresponsibility and whatever you visualize, selfishness, everything. Even if there is a small fire on the cotton, it will burn all the lack of integrity and inauthenticity, and then it will take the responsibility and enrich the whole world. So you don't need to have fear. I have 50% integrity, 50% authenticity, 50% I don't have. What can I do? I tell you, nobody ever declared Brahmanyam Bahuputradam after having 100% authenticity. It is always, including me, it is always the strength of one ray of authenticity, one ray of integrity that makes you declare the state of Brahmanyam Bahuputradam. With the strength of declaration, now burns all the lack of integrity and inauthenticity. Jnanatma, you are clear? No. I wanted to now honestly open to the world. 1 hour before receiving sannyas from Amsanandapuri, I was in confusion. 1 hour before, the ritual happened early morning around 4:30. I got up and I was taking bath in Ganga. Maybe it was 3:30 or 3 o'clock. I was in confusion. Being an incarnation, decided to take up the sannyas life at the age of 5. Body was prepared by 2 great yogis. Body was prepared by Raghupati Yogi and mind was prepared by Kuppammal. The psychological mutation has happened at the age of 12. Death has happened at the age of 21. In 22, before the initiation, before doing the Viraja Homa and taking up the Kavi, confusion. Don't worry, if you are in confusion, you are exactly in the state of your Guru. There is nothing new. There is nothing to worry. I declared. That made Nithyananda into Nithyananda. Confusion is not wrong if you declare it. It is wrong if you missed it. Very clearly this mantra shows the rishi who declared is in confusion. Don't you see? After declaring Brahmanyam Bahuputratam, he says, let my lack of integrity be burnt by the will of my integrity, by the power of my integrity. If he is in completion, he would not have even remembered. Anybody in completion, do you remember even the negativity you left behind? If you are remembering, there is still incompletion and fear. With that is declaring. Strength of the rishi. He is teaching us the lesson. Black sesame seed represents integrity. White sesame seed represents authenticity. Offering it into the fire represents responsibility. And the confidence you radiate in your body language is enriching. Oh my sons, today we are all liberated with the sannyas initiation. Brahmanyam Bahuputratam. Because I don't need anything, everything is in my disposal. Next verse. Chorasyannam navasraddam brahmaha guru talpakaha kosteyam surabanam brunahatyatila shantigum samayantu swaha. Let the same sesame seeds that are the representation of the strength of integrity restore completion and complete the incompletion. Listen. Let the sesame seeds that are the representation of the strength of integrity and authenticity restore completion and complete the incompletion and the sin born out of eating the food of a thief, eating the food offered in the specific rituals during the funeral rites. Atma me sudhyantam jyotiraham viraja vibhapma bhuyasagum swaha. Let the sacred fire and the energy invoked in it purify my body, the self and the identity that I project towards others and I feel as me, and others anyakara, others perceive about me. May I become the supreme cosmic light which is pure and free from suffering. Let there be blessings. Hail, I offer the oblation. Atma means all three put together. What I feel as me, what I project as me, what others perceive as me, all three put together. Antaratma me sudhyantam jyotiraham viraja vibhapma bhuyasagum swaha. Supreme cosmic light which is pure and free from suffering, let there be blessings. Hail, I offer the oblation. Let the sacred fire and the energy invoked in it purify my inner space and identity that I project towards myself. May I become supreme cosmic light which is pure and free from suffering. Let there be blessings. Hail, I offer the oblation. Next verse. Paramatma me sudyantam jyotiraham viraja vibhapma bhuyasagum swaha. Let the sacred fire and the energies invoked in it purify the supreme self within me, which is covered by my ignorance. May I become supreme cosmic light, which is pure and free from suffering. Let there be blessings. Hail, I offer the oblation. Today, the day when the supreme cosmic light has expressed itself, we are all becoming supreme cosmic light. Shute swaha. Let this oblation be unto the energy of hunger. Let there be blessings. Hail means even your hunger is purified. The possibility of you becoming nirahari. Shut pipasaya swaha. Let this oblation be unto the combined energy of hunger and thirst. Let there be blessings. Hail. Vivityai swaha. Let this oblation be unto the all-pervasive cosmic energy. Let there be blessings. Hail. These few verses are chanted as Padabheda, means in few sampradayas these few verses are part of Viraja Homa mantra. In few sampradayas this is part of the next set of mantras. But in our sampradaya, these verses will be part of the Viraja Homa mantra. Rugvidanaya swaha. Let this oblation be unto the one who ordains the Rigveda and Rig chants. Let there be blessings. Hail. Kashotkaya swaha. Let this oblation be unto the Lord who is excited in the process of creation, and let there be blessings. Hail. Shutpipasamalam jeshtam malakshmir nashayamyaham aputim asamrutyinja sarvan nirnutame papmanagun swaha. I bring authenticity. I am bringing authenticity and removing all the inauthenticities arising in the form of hunger, thirst, misfortune, inauspiciousness, powerlessness, lack of expansion and growth, and the lack of expansion and growth and the space of impossibility. May this oblation eliminate all my inauthenticities. Let there be blessings. Hail. Annamaya pranamaya manomaya vijnanamaya manandamaya matma me sudyantam jyotiraham viraja vibhapma bhuyasagum swaha. Let the sacred fire and the energy invoked in it purify the fivefold self comprised by the sheets of food, life energy, breath, mind, intelligence and bliss. May I become the supreme cosmic light which is pure and free from suffering. Let there be blessings. Hail. I offer the oblation. Agnaye swaha. Vishwebhyo devebhya swaha. Druvaya swaha. Bhumaya swaha. Druvakshitaye swaha. Let this oblation be unto the energy of fire of Agni, to the god Vishwadeva, Dhruva, Bhuma and Druvakshiti. Let there be blessings. Hail. This is the Viraja Homa mantras.